tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
Murray's pass.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
First down.
Running back, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Complete.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Here's Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
At the 20-yard
and that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. On 1st and 10, McDonald. Coleman has it here right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 30. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And a give this time to the tailback. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the gun, it's McDonald. And it's caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Shotgun now from Murray. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st down, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Complete to Kenny Galladay. 8 yards on the pickup. And this is...
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Murray. He completes this to Sutton. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
4-yard pickup on the play. And the Cardinal first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Back on the option.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action with McDonald. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bishop. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Now a handoff here to his running back. The 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Extra point safely through. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in there. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. This will be caught at about the 6. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go. Check 3. Trick 79.
Here's McDonald to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Mecole Hardman. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for the Niners. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Another carry.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
For the point after.
So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The handoff as they run the counter play. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now they try the right side here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Murray. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there.
A toss play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, McDonald. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. To throw is Murray. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Operating from the gun. Murray on the slant, completes to Sutton. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal, Arizona.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
7.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll turn the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Cardinals get a bit closer. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, good move. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Murray now to throw. And And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Murray. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now Murray again. Harris has it over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down.
Throwing again, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Rolling to his left. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Cardinals 22.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that